Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
As we welcome you inside Panzoli Sports Network's broadcast of Cranston East girls lacrosse as they take on the Johnstown Panthers. A little bit delayed as this game was supposed to start 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Johnston, a little bit of transportation issues. And so we are going to go with a 5:10 p.m. start. 25 minutes on the clock. We'll play two 25-minute halves in high school girls lacrosse, and we are underway here in the first half. East with the first pickup. Nor Flynn. She works that one around. Mark Kitterick in goal for the Cranston East Thunderbolts. Riley Gannett in goal for the Johnston Panthers. From X, the 16 of Alyssa Pereira. Shot from Flynn and a score! Nora Flynn puts the first goal of the game on the board. And East off to a good start at 1-0. Draw control will be picked up by Johnston. Worked into the zone there by the 12 of Hannah Laverne. Johnston from X. And a shooting space violation called on and a card issued. Alyssa Pereira gets issued a card. She'll go in the box. And a free position from the 8 for the 12 of Hannah Laverne. Laverne saved by Kitterick. They chase this one to the corner. East will get the ball as Nora Flynn works this one out. Loose ball scooped up by the Panthers. Carried through midfield for the 4 of Kylie McCreary. McCreary works that one with the 2 of Lily Tillingast. Loose ball to be scooped up. Sam Bernaccio trying to work for it. Johnston got to it first. Bernaccio comes back and picks that one up. Checked by the 8 of Kaylee Poole. Thunderbolts with an opportunity to set this one on the inside. McCreevy. Loose ball inside, picked up, and a shot and a save. Tillingast with the shot and Gannett with the save. Shooting space violation called on the Thunderbolts, but far enough back. It's going to be from the 12 on the free start. Not direct as they go over top. First 5 gone by here in this first half. 1-0 East on the goal from Nora Flynn. As Johnston works with this behind, Catterick got her stick up to it and will take it away. Almost a turnover as Pereira issues picking it up. Well, Pereira gets pushed. So Johnston back on offense. Loose ball trying to kick it's the 5 of Emerson DeCamara. Picked up by Flynn. Flynn coast to coast, dropped that one off and right at the line. Save made. And a good shot from McCreevy. Intercepted inside of the 8 as Johnston works to flick that one back out. '19 of Peyton McGlish. Nora Flynn back at midfield. For Tillingast. Trip will be called on the 18 of Nick Montalvo, and Johnston will start this one out offensively. Mello was the offensive player for Johnston, but then it's picked up by Tillingast on the loose ball. Tillingast immediately as she tries to restart as that one's deflected away. By the end of Kelly, pull and a shot and a score for Alyssa Pereira. And it's 2-0 Thunderbolts. 17:21 left to go here in the first. Nora Flynn against Hannah Laverne. Flynn turns inside. That one goes wide to the back line. Chased for East to get the restart. Flynn. Attempted pass for McCreevy is intercepted. Peyton McClush for the Johnston Panthers as she gets that one into the offensive zone. Trap called on East. It'll be Johnston ball as Laverne picks it up. Vern comes in, 2 checks on her. Loose ball. Always scooped up by the Thunderbolts, and they can work to clear out of the zone. Tillinghast on the far sideline. Tillinghast. Forward for the 16 of Pereira. Pereira works that into the zone, and the Bolts will set up their offense with McCreevy on the outside edge. We got Pereira and Flynn up top. Tillinghast cuts in the middle. That one went underneath on the back side. The 12 of Anna Chin. Flynn. Flynn shot, bounced long, chased to the back line. So McCreevy will start this one. Tillinghast. Pereira. Back for Tillinghast again, comes outside for Chin. Pereira up top from the 12. Pereira cuts inside Flynn. Flynn ducks underneath, got hit up high, no call from the officials. Pereira will pick that one up after it got shepherded back by Notoriani. And Marina Toriani, one of the seniors on this east side. announced the other day she's headed to University of Rhode Island, so she'll stay home in the Ocean State. And congratulations to Anne Marie on her acceptance to the House of the Rams. Flynn impacted. They'll call that free position from the 8. So Flynn, one-on-one, sends that right off the edge. And it'll be Johnston ball. Pereira dispossesses the 17 of Willow Andrews. Bolts pick the ball back up and can reset the offense. Montalvo, Flynn, Tillinghast. Tillinghast scores goal number 3. Timeout called by Johnston, 3-0. 11:40 left to go here in the first half. You're watching Rhode Island High School Girls Lacrosse on Panzoli Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Back here on Panzoli Sports Network, Cranston East Thunderbolts 3, Johnston Panthers nothing as we play here. 11:40 left to go in the first half. And draw one by the Panthers. Turnover for the Bolts. Creevy, Flynn, Pereira. Shot save made by Gannett. They called check high. Picked up by Pereira. Flynn, as she works through the middle. Flynn taking left, taking right. Nora Flynn scores. Her second of the game, goal number 4. And the Bolts continue to stretch the lead. Left to go here in this first half. As Flynn wins the face-off, and we'll take this all the way down. Flynn inside, bounce shot from the 3 of Notoriani, and that one will go long, and it's Johnston ball. One other broadcast tonight here on Fans Only Sports Network. Cranston East Thunderbolts boys volleyball in action against the Bishop Hendricken Hawks. 6:30 p.m. first set start. Tim Yeen has the call right here on Fans Only Sports Network. Tomorrow we'll be on the other side of Cranston as the West boys lacrosse team will be in action from the nest. Fans Only Sports Network, your home for Cranston athletics, both east and west, through the 23 spring season. That one inside, just saved by Gannett. It'll get chased back out. Notoriani will pick this one up and reset for the Bolts. Shot, score. From a little bit of distance and finding the corner on that one was Unique Montalvo. And Alyssa Pereira gets the goal. Her second of the game for 5-0. Good cut from Montalvo to create the defensive box out and allowed Pereira to have the space to be able to get the goal. False start. We'll do this one again from center. Nora Flynn. Tillinghast. McCreevy. McCreevy finally will pick that one up for Tillinghast, and the Bolts can set the offense. Pereira up top. Flynn. Pereira. Just wide. Will bounce off of the back wall and come back for the Bolts to restart. Montalvo. Flynn. As she wraps around Flynn, 2 players right up on her. And they're going to say Flynn stuck her elbow out. And they'll call the ball for Johnston. Loose ball as it bounces through. Still kicked along. Trying to get picked up there by Ayla Tassia. And they'll say Johnston ball. Hannah Laverne, nowhere for her to go. Sends that one back for Sam Marcotte. Underneath at X. And a good shot that goes wide. Six left here in the first half. Dominant start from the Thunderbolts, 5-0. And a save made by Ketterick. Toriani looking for Flynn. Loose ball scooped up by Flynn. Flynn. As Tillinghast cuts. McCreevy. McCreevy cuts inside. Comes back, loose ball, picked up by Notoriani. As she pushes along at the 12, Flynn. Loose ball. Comes all the way out to the line, scooped up by Pereira. And Tillinghast, as she cut across, got crunched by 2 Johnston players. And I'll give Tillinghast the ball from the goal line. Tillinghast looking for Notoriani. Loose ball. Tillinghast picked it back up. Takes the shot. Scooped up instead by Gannett. Turned inside by Laverne. Laverne gets pushed out. Inside pass shot, score. Laverne went up top to get that one down. There's the 8 of Keely Poole, who turned it over and was able to make the score. puts Johnston on the board 5-1. .245 left to go here in the first. Johnston will win that one. Laverne off. Laverne drops for Poole. Poole saved by Kitterick. Final 2 to go here in the half. Toriani, Flynn. Work with Pereira up top of the 12. Flynn from the 12. Flynn cuts inside between 2, between 3. Shot, save made by Gannett. Kicked all the way out. Can be scooped back up by Notoriani. 126 left to go here in the first. Loose ball gets past Flynn. Picked up by Poole. Toriani inside of the last minute of the half. Pereira, Creevy, Flynn, Pereira, shot, score. Lessa Pereira, her third of the game for 6-1 with just 23 seconds to go till halftime. Telling asked. Chance for one more for East with 20 seconds left to go. Loose ball. Will get picked up instead by the 3 of Gianna Hollowell. Johnston trying to work quickly. As the horn will sound and end the first half of play. Bolts striking hot. 6-1 after 1.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Johnston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Johnston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In
as we get the second half underway and not the third quarter because we are playing girls lacrosse in high school. 2 25-minute halves. Johnston ball to start, 6-1 Thunderbolts. There's up over top of Kitterick. Picked back up and trying to wrap at the 12 and will not be able to get anywhere further. Was Hannah Liver in the 12. Free position shot from the 8. Laverne off of Kitterick's shin pads. As she was able to close the door, and Nora Flynn picks that up. Sun trying to come out a little bit here in the waning hours of the day. Here at Cranston Stadium as we approach the 6 p.m. hour. Wraparound. As he tried to drop it for Laverne. Shot, score. And Johnston will pick up their second of the game. It's the 12 of Laverne. Flynn. And Tillinghast having a conversation as Tillinghast goes to the circle. Tillinghast on the draw control, kicked back and it's picked up, or not actually. The 9 of Maddie Flynn. The loose ball came off the edge of the stick of Laverne. And a whistle and a card is going to get issued. It's going to be a yellow card to the 4 of Kylie McCreevy. And McCreevy will go in the box. So Johnston ball. And one of the Johnston players is down right by the goal. Injury timeout. We'll be back.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Take
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across.
Back underway here from Cranston Stadium. 6-2 bolts over the Panthers as Flynn works this one forward. Nora Flynn, one player to beat. Flynn. They call offensive on Flynn. Second time she's gotten called for an offensive foul. And it'll be Johnston ball. Whose ball scooped by the 3 of Jenna Hollowell. Maddie Flynn. Tillinghast. Pereira. Pereira has a hat trick of goals in the game. We'll set this one with Flynn up top and Tillinghast. Montalvo. Pereira. Pereira tries to cut inside. Save made. And Johnston can come away with it. Kaylee Poole. As Poole gets it checked away from her. Ten of Nora Flynn, the one of Ayla Tuskia. Combined together to get the dispossess. Flynn, Tillinghast, Pereira from up top as Tillinghast has it now from Pereira. For Flynn. Flynn will wrap around. Up top was the 4 of Kylie McCreevy. And they're going to say Johnston ball. 20 left to go here in regulation. A 4-goal lead for the Bolts at 6-2. Jayla Maney for the 12 of Laverne. Laverne chopped down from Poole. Laverne picks it up on the back line. Kicked away. And it'll be scooped up by DeCamara. Pereira. Score. For 7-2 as Nora Flynn adds to the tally. False start. And I'll say Bolts went early. Poole wraps her on the back side as they pick that one up forward, and a tap over from Gilamini. And 7-3. Got to give credit where credit's due on a crazy play, and Gilamini eyes open to see that one. Back to center as Flynn will go against Poole on the draw. Bolts will set this one up with the 4 McCreevy. Pereira. Tillinghast, loose ball. Good fight from Lily Tillinghast as she gets checked up high. Pereira. For Notariani as she comes back up to the 12. Tillinghast. McCreevy to the far side wing. McCreevy continues to carry across. And a call on Johnston. Will give Flynn a free position from the 12. Flynn holds it, drops inside for Tillinghast. Tillinghast shot score! Stretches one up over top for 8-3. 16.5 left to go here in regulation. One more piece of action on Pansley Sports Network tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Cranston East Boys Volleyball in action against the Bishop Hendricken Hawks. First set tips at 6:30. Tim Mean has the call right here on Fans Only Sports Network. Don't forget to join us on Saturday, a super Saturday of NCAA Division III action. Will be all across the Salve Regina campus on Saturday as Seahawks baseball, softball, men's lacrosse, women's lacrosse, all in action, all right here on Fans Only Sports Network. The race for the Commonwealth Coast Conference playoffs is here on Fans Only Sports. Kyla McCreevy. McCreevy will carry that one around the backside for Flynn. Flynn, 3 blue jerseys on her. She brings it back up top. Flynn cuts right through the middle. Nora Flynn scores. Flynn picks up another goal to add a hat trick to her name. 9-3. $15 and change left to go here. McCreevy scoops that one east. And we'll set this one up. McCreevy comes all the way around outside edge. McCreevy and a whistle, and we're going to get a card issued. And it's going to be on the 3 of Notoriani. And all 3 cards issued in the game today have been on Cranston East players. So Johnston will start this one out through midfield as we reach the 15-minute mark. Flynn called for the check down on Poole, and it's going to send Poole back. Poole shot. Saved by Kitterick. Bounced in. Five goal differential at 9-4. East Girls will go as that one by Tillinghast goes right off the front of the goaltender Gannett. East Girls will go on the road Wednesday the 26th against Pontiac before they come back home on the 28th against Rogers to close off the April part of the schedule. 6 games in May to close the season as they'll play home against Narragansett, at PCD, and at East Providence before home games against Rocky Hill, and then at Westerly and Bayview to close the season in a month's time from now on May 17th. 1-3 entering today's game. Johnston coming in at 2-3. Now the penalty is clear, and we're back to even strength. Johnston will be home against East Providence on the 25th before they play at Rocky Hill. That'll close off their April part of the season. 6 games in May for them. Home against Westerly before they travel to Bayview. Then they'll be home against Pontegansett at Narragansett before a home against PCD, and then close the season at Rogers on the 17th of May. Notoriani, Maddie Flynn, Pereira, and a save made from Gannett, scooped right back up by Flynn. Maddie Flynn, and Maddie Flynn gets called. The 12 of Hannah Laverne. Sam Marcotte. And they're going to call body check on Tillinghast. So Marcotte's going to get the ball back. Marcotte from 12. Marcotte still trying to go inside. Marcotte gets completely impacted, and she's down on the turf. She'll have a free position from the 8. So Marcotte from the 8. False start. The false start gets called on Poole. Nora Flynn as she goes from the 12. Shot, save. And a loose ball kicked to the back line. And they're going to call it off of the 12 of Chin. So it'll be Medeiros to start. Medeiros. And they're going to call push on the 4 of McCreevy. For all intent and purpose, that looked entirely what Nora Flynn tried to do and got called offensively for it as Flynn picks the ball back up here. Flynn right inside on her own. Nora Flynn scores. Ten 4, 8 left to go. Timeout called by Johnston. We'll talk it over and we'll take the break. You're watching Rhode Island High School Girls Lacrosse on Fans Only Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
.802 left to go. And a draw for Tillinghast. Pereira. McCreevy cuts. Pereira goes inside off of McCreevy. It'll be chased by Notoriani to the back line. Back up top for McCreevy. Pereira. Montalvo for Tillinghast. Works out to Notoriani on the far side wing. Notoriani cuts behind. Wraparound play from expert Notoriani. Comes back up top and it scoots a little bit past Chin. Or Flynn back in the midfield will pick that one up. This ball trapped on blue. Oh, they're going to call it on, so they're going to reverse that one and call it on Cranston East. McCreevy. Pereira. Pereira cuts inside. She gets pushed from behind. No call from the referees. Right across the top of the 8. And Pereira wraps around the backside. Pereira. And Pereira will get the restart from the 12. Chin from the corner wing. Cuts out inside. Save made by Gannett, and that one will get carried out. Pereira for the 18. A Montalvo hard shot saved by Gannett. Chase on the back line. Maddie Flynn gets there first. I'll give the position, and she had the run against Medeiros. Flynn from the back line, and she gets that one from McCreevy. McCreevy holds on the wing. East will try to eat the clock as much as they can here with the lead. McCreevy up inside. Tillinghast save made by Gannett. Tillinghast trying to pick the loose ball back up. And they'll say block from Tillinghast, so Johnston ball. Stolen away by McCreevy. McCreevy goes right inside, shot wide. Chased by McCreevy. And Gannett with the hustle to the back line will get the position. And the ball went underneath into the shrubs on the back side of the field. I'll send one out. Maddie Flynn. Chin. Pereira. Back up top once again as they circle that one through, and a shot. Naturiani, good opportunity there. That one came free. Picked back up by McCreevy. Final 2.5 to go. Flynn, Maddie Flynn inside. And the Flynn sisters both have their names on the score sheet as Maddie Flynn puts in the 11th goal of the day for the Bolts. 11-4. As some of the stadium lights start to come on here at Cranston Stadium as we cross towards 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Tillinghast to win the draw. for Pereira. Alyssa Pereira, a hat trick today. Nora Flynn, a hat trick today. A smattering of goals from Tillinghast, Maddie Flynn, Kevin McCreevy and company. That one will get scooped up by Gannett. Laverne for Poole. Nora Flynn in the final 148. McCreevy. Check inside. As Pereira fights for that one on the ground. After the down check from Ava Mello. Maddie Flynn behind. Pereira trying to slap that one forward. Gannett picks it back up. Loose ball will be scooped back up by McCreevy. Flicked all the way up high. Maddie Flynn trying to grab for it now, and she will pick it up. For all intent and purpose, that'll take us to the end here as Maddie Flynn will cycle this one across to Nora Flynn. Cuts inside in a wraparound attempt from Tia. West will pick up their second win of the season. I'll pull them level with Johnston on numbers of wins. 2-1. Horn will sound as the shot comes off of off of Notoriani's stick. And the Bolts will get a win on home field, 11-4 over the Johnston Panthers. That'll do it for us here on Fans Only Sports Network. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Bolts win 11-4.